And we are live for Cozy Cat Games here. I'm Steve. We got Megan over here in chat. It's open for our Cyberpunk players. None of them are in here right now, but it's open. And if anybody else really wanted to join in, I would give links out too. We do have like that extra square down in like, what would it be, that direction? No, that direction. That direction. Down that way, we have that extra blank square. I could actually give somebody access to that square if we wanted to. This is our first Wednesday bullshit hangout.
It is. Sorry, I was totally distracted updating links in the description. Because he doesn't do any of that. I do all that.
I only changed the top half. I let her manage the bottom half. So
That's what she said.
snicker. So yeah, so I typically change like the immediate little blurb at the top. I change the title and things like that. I run OBS. I do all the things on that. Although we're gonna work on splitting some of those up too. I'm not sure if we're gonna give wifey OBS or if we're gonna try. I know there's a way to network Stream Deck. If I can give her Stream Deck access to my OBS, that would be awesome. Hey, look, there's a Jason dropped in with us. Hey, Jason.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. How are you guys?
I'm doing pretty good. I screwed up my lower back last night and I'm getting better. Oh, hey, we got a Kai.
We bought a new mattress and...
Yeah, I screwed up my back doing things that weren't fun.
No. So we got a new mattress and instead of removing the old mattress, this one decided to just put the new mattress on top of the old mattress and that's how we were going to sleep.
Oh.
It was bad.
It was not good.
It was very bad.
It made it so I had to use the step stool to get into bed. And it just was not good. So we've mostly fixed it. And there's an Ash.
We have people for the hangouts.
I can sympathize with the sore back.
Yeah. We our old mattress is like, I don't know, 7,
it's
8?
old.
It's old. It's old enough that it was due, and I figured we'd get a new one before we move, and yeah. So I don't think I thought it through all the way, because now we have a Cal King mattress and a Cal King bed frame that's just chilling.
Yeah, I can chill for a few minutes. We'll figure something out with them. But yeah, so for everybody joining us, for anybody who doesn't know, this is our hangout stream. It used to be on Sundays, so we actually just did one of these on the last Sunday. We are now switching our Sunday bullshit stream and our Wednesday game stream because my work has been great at absolutely royally beating my ass on Wednesday, and that's not really good for doing a stream. So I can do one of these absolutely just BS tired, but I can't DM a game. I mean, I could, but it would need to be a different system because it would be a train wreck.
Well, and it's been great because he's been off all week, and he's probably going to be off all week because of the weather.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I might work Friday, but as of right now, I'm off tomorrow. That means Monday through Thursday, I've been off. We had 2 transfer trucks running outside jobs today, and they're running to Kalinga tomorrow.
I'm surprised they didn't have you go into El Portal in the middle of snow.
You know, knock on wood, I'm actually surprised they didn't do that either. Kind of surprised.
Also, I think we have done some serious headway into our sound issue.
I don't know. I heard echo at the start.
There's still a little echo.
Still a little echo.
And it's really hard for me because I'm monitoring all the sound on my headset because I'm pulling from video straight to my headset. And because I'm also pulling video for everybody, I can't mute Megan in video because then nobody could hear her. Because I can only mute like globally in video. Any changes I make are global. So I hear Megan actually beside me, and I also hear her on like a 3rd-second delay in my headset.
That's why
So
you
I
need better
hear echo.
headphones.
Yeah.
That's also why I have Steve muted, because I can do that and he can't. I just bought these. They're
And she muted.
I just muted you. You're unmuted now. I was testing something.
Oh.
it literally popped up. Director has muted you, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the thing is, because I'm the director, everything I do controls everything at a global level. I almost think I should go over to the other computer and launch video there and then join in as a player. Because I could still grab all of the links. I could still go over there and do any volume adjustment I needed to, or just remote that desktop to do it. But then I could do things like, mute Megan and not have everybody muted. Because right now, for anybody who's not sure what we're talking about, you can see in the very, 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 very bottom left there below Mike, there's a little Video Ninja icon, because I like to give them at least some credit here. Video Ninja is a kind of like Zoom style group chat with video. And we use that for the OBS here for our communications, because it gives me as the director individual volume controls. I can boost anybody's volume I need to. It gives me individual links so everybody can have their own little square here. And like you can see that beside me on, it's mirrored that side. Kel isn't in the chat right now. So you can see that his just says connection offline. I don't have to touch anything on OBS to do that. Yes, warning, connection offline, net security error. Because I'm just using our
I
Cyberpunk.
was muted when I said that. That's okay.
Yeah, I was curious what you were talking about.
You said dumb stuff. We don't care.
You are a sassy asshole today.
That's what happens when he's
am
off
always
work.
sassy.
Apparently.
Yeah. So basically, we use Video Ninja because it gives me a lot of control and a lot of flexibility, and it takes a lot of the, as anybody who watched our Dragon Bane campaign knows, it takes a lot of the bullshit of, oh no, a player turned their camera off, so suddenly everybody's position on chat changed. Yeah, that's gone. Everybody has assigned spaces.
Yeah, or someone got disconnected and not purposely turned.
Somebody's
their
not
camera.
in this week. I don't have to sit there and re-grab everybody's screen. Because the other way to do it, and again, we always go back to Dapper's channel. If you look at the Star Trek game on Top Hats Off, the way Chesh does it, she grabs her Discord and then changes her chroma key color to black to get rid of the space between. Problem. People typically have black clothing or black headsets or black microphones, or black is not a good color for your chroma. So Discord, step up your game and make a system we can all use for this shit. You're integrating with Roll20. You're going to be doing this. Come on.
Yes, but Roll20 sucks. So.
But they'd rather just click your ID.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Roll20 sucks. I would say Roll20 is just like the most bare bones it functions. Nothing on it's like exceptional. Nothing like is breaking the mold. It's just it is the bare bones, like generic club sandwich of the VTTs.
Yeah.
So Mike and Ash, how was your week?
Oh my god, it was so rainy. It
It
was
was-
scaring the cats.
Last night was loud. Well, the night
Yes.
before was lightning, or was it last night or the night before? It was the bad lightning.
The
It
night
was
before.
Sunday.
Night before.
I had to turn off the computers
Yeah.
and unplug shit because we had lightning land. I have not found where it's landed, but it hit somewhere within, I would say, 1/8 of a mile of the house.
So it hit close enough that the only thing that really we noticed, because we're not on the grid, but it did hit close enough that it impacted our electricity a slight bit because my monitors flickered at one point. Not the power to the
Ow.
house, the monitors only.
I have found out I cannot use an electric fire starter like a barbecue lighter at my computer desk because it'll flicker my monitors.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then the power over Ethernet to the shed with the solar equipment also went out, and I had to restart that. So
Oh,
now that we're not putting in the house for my sister on the property, and I don't have to worry about that, I'm just going to put some Wi-Fi at the corner where I currently have a hard line going to the shed, and just have a directional antenna straight at the shed, take that line out of the ground, and be done with it.
oh, there you go.
That's always a concern. If lightning does strike close enough, it can actually go through that Ethernet line and fry some network equipment.
I agree. We need Chesh here. Do you think?
That's-
What do you think, Borg? Should I just DM Chesh?
We were actually talking about you're not supposed to shower when there's a lightning storm because there used to be like the copper pipes and stuff in the ground and you could get electrocuted. Well, fun
Mhm.
fact, we still have copper pipes. So
Yeah, most indoor plumbing
Yeah.
does not actually use metal pipes anymore, other than for small
Mm.
connections.
yeah, our whole house is
Yeah, everything's gone to PEX, which PEX is, oh my God, so much better. And,
It's nice, but
Borg,
part of
I-
PEX means
I
now they
did,
do all of it through the attic, which sucks 'cause it's not as
Yes.
insulated as going underground.
Well, and there's the fact that when you have a leak, gravity tends to bring things down, not up.
Yeah.
So when it's in the attic, it kind of goes and ruins the whole walls. And yes, Borg, I did poke at Chesh in DMs. So
well, and let's see. Before we go off on too many tangents,
That's what tonight's for.
it
Th-
is.
this is the tangent
I
night.
do have 3 things though.
Oh,
that
I
popped
didn't know there was a schedule,
There's not. I
an
just
agenda.
I happened to notice on Drive Through RPG, everything Dragonbane is 50% off right now,
Which is awesome.
which is a pretty good deal. Like,
Could we just
It's
finish
all
or
there-
continue our current, like, our where we ended? Is that?
I
Dragon Bane?
mean,
Yes. So there is actually a secondary book that we haven't used that is official that lets us continue that. That is a thing.
we also have quite a few third-party ones.
We have third-party ones,
Um,
and I might be one of those GMs that, in certain settings like Dragonbane, can just absolutely pull an entire campaign out of my ass.
And that's why you're our DM.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're interested in Dragonbane, everything, including the virtual tabletop things, certain virtual tabletop mods, are 50% off. So that is pretty freaking good.
I love Dragonbane, and it has absolutely replaced 5th edition for my fantasy like go-to system. I would rather homebrew an entire campaign to make it work in Dragonbane as to run a 5th edition thing.
Once we had somebody ask us a 5e question, and we had to go look it up.
Yeah. Well, because they were talking about adamantine weapons, and I'm like, I know there's a thing about the armor, but I don't remember there being something about the weapon. Like, it doesn't count as magical. It just does like something extra. And I'm remembering like from 2E and 3.5, I'm remembering how they handled it there, and it's different in 5E. And I had to be like, oh, right, it's completely different in this system. And it's not in the core book. It's the armor is in the Dungeon Master's Guide, and the weapons are in Xanathar's Guide. So you have to have 2 extra optional books to know how the hell to handle it.
So I did link the Drive Through RPG link in the description, just because that I feel like that doesn't happen that often. So I thought that
Yeah.
was cool.
We also had a comment on our intro to Dragonbane that was talking about the lethality of Dragonbane versus 5e, and how basically after 3rd level you really can't die in 5e unless the DM just hates you. And I agree. 5e feels way too safe when it shouldn't.
I mean, that's what
Like-
you're for, Steve.
I make
To make it dangerous.
suboptimal characters on purpose, and I still have not died at the game store. And you can ask Megan. I have thrown my characters in front of dragons. I have, at like 2 hit points, Stripe, my main cleric, has just jumped out in front to take hits for the party.
I thought I killed you.
No, I have never died at the game store.
Ooh.
You just didn't try hard enough, I guess.
Well, I don't DM Steve that often, just because typically he's the GM. He did play on my table for the whole campaign of Dungeon of the Mad Mage and Waterdeep, which was painful. Not him, just the whole campaign. I loved my players. I hate. Like, literally gave our copies to a friend.
So here's what I'll say about the Waterdeep and Mad Mage campaign books. If you get them as a GM, read them both cover to cover before you start.
And then burn them.
The way they are set up is Waterdeep is this like open world, like it's trying to be like Assassin's Creed or Skyrim, where you just have like this open world like campaign thing going on, except it's written linear. So as a GM, you can futz with it and you could make it work, but you have to know the entire book cover to cover to do that. The Dungeon of the Mad Mage is a gauntlet that expects you to kind of come out every so often. As a GM, you can run that very well, but if you just try to be like, oh, I'm going to run this level today, it doesn't work. It does not work. You also are going to need to get more of like the nitty gritty players who really want to play with the rules and really want to do like encumbrance and really want to, worry about. You're not going to find that.
And you're going to not want to be me.
Yeah. And quite frankly, if you're going to want to do that, there's better source books for that.
My GM style is not compatible with those books at all.
Yeah, the whole Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign works so much better for the nitty gritty, the realistic gritty campaign, anyways. So just go to that one if that's what you're after. What I will say about Dungeons of the Mad Mage, if you have a table full of min-maxers and you're a min-max DM, that would be the perfect book for you.
If you have a table full of assholes, and I will say I had an 8-person table consistently, it's rough.
I was going to try to defend that, but no, you had a table full of assholes.
Yeah, our bard was a interesting bard. He ended up dying, and we put his ashes in a stripper pole, and then he got resurrected and then danced on his stripper pole with his ashes.
As one does.
So yeah. Yep.
Continuing on Dragonbane, they have a Kickstarter open right now. They're doing another setting. It is a less Nordic themed setting. So Dragonbane, for people who don't know, it is your typical high fantasy. But since it's Free League, which is a Swedish-based company, they typically go very Nordic on things, and even something Dragonbane that's very, very just like white bread high fantasy has a lot of Nordic themes thrown into it. This is more of like your Skyrim with the Nordic pulled from it. You're more of your darker fantasy without being that like folklore-y fantasy from what I've read. They have that going as a Kickstarter right now. It's got several books. It looks interesting. We've gone into it. We're gonna grab that and might run something in that.
It's honestly, all of their tiers are a really good deal. It's called Dragonbane Trudovang. And in the little blurb it says, it's a world of shadowed woods and fathomless mists, of dreadful beasts and unsung heroes, of wrathful gods and endless mystery. Deeply original, but with strong roots in Nordic mythology.
Yeah. So it's
really cool.
Nordic, but Nordic. Jess responded. I told her my chat is calling you to join our BS hangout, and she said, "Aw," in a sweet way or a mean way. Oh, wait. Chesh is typing. This is typing.
Type faster.
Look, Kai, not everybody is you and me. Not everybody breaks the college computers doing our typing tests.
I do love that they gave us that in Jackbox the other night, where I'm the one who had to beat for typing.
Yeah, we weren't gonna
That
beat
was
you
so
there.
cruel.
Yeah, that was not happening.
I typed the first
Yeah.
sentence.
I was like, they do.
I
Some people will be doing
didn't
Or
that
the
on,
first
a
5
phone, and I'm on a
words.
computer.
First 5
I
words.
literally just get when it was like against Mike, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not even gonna try.
Mm-mm.
And I have a decent typing speed, but it's not like yours. I'm gonna do a shout out for Steve's Too Many Kobold game, made by Nagult. Steve posted on Blue Sky that we got to play it, and the creator responded to him, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
So
So I posted a picture, so we finally got to play it, and he posted in great, and then let us know that it plays on a 3x5 like grid, and he says for a 5-player game, if you want the game to go faster, which I don't know why the fuck you want the game to go faster, it was a great game. You can do a 4x3 grid instead.
it was fun. I won.
It's a resource management slash
Matching.
almost feels like a trick taking game, but it's not.
Yeah, it's like resource management, but resource matching.
Yeah. So you pick a dragon and it's like, oh look, they're all the exact same except the color's different. No. They all give a different resource. So you're basically picking what your starting resource is. Then all of the cards are double-sided, which I should just go fucking grab them. All of the cards are double-sided. They have a kobold on a shy side and a kobold on a happy side. And it definitely does not show that the artist typically does furry porn, because they definitely don't look like the artist.
That was kind of
typically does
obvious
furry
from the
porn.
one picture you shared.
Yeah, the artist definitely does furry porn. So they play down on the shy side. All of them give a resource, but then they want certain resources in the 8 cards around them. If all of their resource needs are met, they flip over to their happy side. If all of the 8 around the dragon are happy, the dragon flips over to his happy side. And you end up collecting you basically have the deck, the top card of the deck, as well as 3 dealt out cards that you can pick from each time. And every time somebody picks it, it replaces. So you're just going in circles, grabbing them until everybody has filled out their 3x5 grid. And it's one of those games that, like, as you progress, the needs of your little cave, your little 3x5 grid, become more and more exact, more and more demanding, but your options of what you have available start getting more restricted. So it was a good game. We have the expansion. We haven't tried the expansion yet. Let's see, what else? Do we have anything else on our current news?
We need to play board games.
We need to play board games.
We need to at
Mhm.
least do Flamecraft Duel, because it's just now getting released in game stores. So
Well, we'll make a point to play that. We'll need to do that. Yeah, so we just made the change on the channel, Flip Flopping Days. We'll try to get back into the flow of recording and posting videos on our what will be this slot. So this slot will be the Hangout or the pre-recorded game. Will just be, as we have those available. I think moving forward, we're going to aim on this being Hangout more than pre-recorded. Simply put, because wifey and I have full-time jobs, and it makes it really difficult to come home and set everything up and record and edit, and yeah.
And we actually have lives, even though Steve always says we don't have lives.
I have no
We
life.
have friends
I'm not
and
sure.
friend groups, and we just got involved with a friend is wanting to do TTRPGs, like random roleplay games, and he has curated a very small group of people because currently he has cancer. So we're trying to make sure that we are going to a few of those. But that's the one where we did what was the
In this world,
Yeah, we did the In This World with him.
which I immediately used all of my DM's Guild credits to buy because it was a really fun game.
Are you finally out of credits?
Let's check.
But also, while he's looking that up, I'm gonna link it in the description because I forgot. But our local game store and our local, what is it? The room, not rescue room. Oh my god, my brain. What's it called, Steve?
The escape room?
Yes, our local escape room and our local game store have teamed up to do a podcast. So the owner Jax and I can't remember. My brain is just not here. Calvin is the owner of the Next Gen Game Store in town, and they've gotten together to do a podcast. So that is pretty interesting. It's interesting to see a couple of like business owners sit down and just talk about different things in their industries.
All right, let me see if I can find my. Oh, I wanted my credits. My credits. I have $3.53 remaining.
Okay.
So on Drive-Thru RPG, I made a pay what you want backpack inventory sheet. Kai's seen it. He's played with it. Basically, when you play 5e, people pickpocket you, and if you play like a dirty, gritty realism game, it really matters what is in your backpack and where is it. But the default character sheet is ass fucking bad for that. So I made my own custom little sheet for keeping track of that, and I have honestly probably made about $300 or $400 off of that over the course of the last like decade that it's been out.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And I finally burned through most of that.
Might be more than a decade.
Yeah.
I think
I
you had
feel
that
like
before
I
I moved back from Vegas.
You know what? I might have.
I
Well,
feel like I spent a lot of that money on Adventure League modules, which now I
oh god,
regret.
yes, we spent so much of that on Adventure League, and there's so many like random things like again going to Top Hats Off, going to Dapper's channel. Maddie there who plays currently Commander Dulos. She has a well, she just did Scots and Cats, which again is supposed to be dubstep. Scots and Cats, Scots and Cats, Scots and Cats and Scots. And then there is Oops All Clerics. She's written those. I bought Oops All Clerics out of that. I want to do as much as I can support the kind of online community I'm in. So I've bought her stuff off of that. But if you decide you need an inventory, definitely go on to the Drive-Thru RPG. Definitely look up Zirilon, Zirilon. Bonus points if you realize it is an intentional misspelling of a Magic the Gathering card, because our Magic the Gathering crew that Kai and I were in high school were stupid and couldn't say Zirilon. They always did the on for some reason. Because you can ask Kai, half of them were really dumb. You can grab it on there and it's great, and it's a pay what you want. And if you want to pay me $0.00, I don't even care. I don't check it.
Why are you just saying that Kai can confirm they're stupid? I knew they're stupid too.
Well, yes, this is true. But you were anti-magic then, so
I think I was just anti-morons, and that's what the club was. Literally,
She's not wrong.
morons.
so
Especially in our senior year.
to put this in perspective for everybody, guys, we had somebody who every single game stacked his deck for like 2 years, and we didn't catch him for like 2 years. And the reason we didn't catch him for 2 years is because he got his ass kicked every game, even though he stacked his deck. It was bad. But then we had like the three of us that played tournaments and went to like the local tournaments and actually kicked ass there. So, I mean, it was there was a big variety there.
It was a simpler game back then.
Oh God, it was so much simpler.
Oh,
There was only
Which
20,000
is scary because it was a
cards.
lot simpler before we started playing there. Because I remember back in grade school when there were not very many mechanics. Everything was just spelled out on the card because there weren't enough things to actually require keywords.
Yes, cheat to lose. That is exactly what he did. He would cheat to lose. We finally took his deck from him and looked through it. And we're like, yeah, you need like way the hell more lands than you have because you have like 5. You should have like at least more. And all of these cards that you think are cool actually suck. You should probably get rid of these because they all need like extra things going to make them work. So yeah, it was bad. But he was in the Yu-Gi-Oh crew. He was in the crew that sat in the corner and played Yu-Gi-Oh instead of Magic. I'm sure they played that bad too, but none of us cared.
Yeah, I remember they tried to get us into Yu-Gi-Oh when that was coming out. It's like that was just weird. The video game versions were much more fun than the actual card game.
Yeah. Our club leader was Mr. Trejo. He was the English teacher. And I was in his English class, and every so often we'd be like doing like whatever boring, go out of the book. And he knew I would finish things really fast. And he knew I didn't really need to like sit there and do all the extra like bullshit to understand it. And I'd be sitting there like filling my stuff out, and I would suddenly hear cards shuffle, and I would look over to the left, and there is Trejo shuffling cards at his desk, staring at me. And mid-class, during English class, I would pull out a deck of Magic cards and go over to the teacher's desk and kick his ass at Magic.
Yep, I did that during sophomore English.
That was when I ran that really weird rocks deck where everything dealt damage as though it wasn't blocked.
And then there was the time where me and Nathan were both teacher's aides for Trejo at the same time.
Yeah.
We did not do much.
I was a teacher's aide for Coach Hagen, and Trejo would always be like, "Hey, because Trejo was also a coach for one of the boys. I need to borrow Steven for this week," and I'd be his teacher's aide for a week because I could play Magic.
Wait, who were you a TA for?
One of the other coaches that nobody cared about. All he did was coach.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Hagen was only a coach. He didn't teach any classes. He was only a coach. He was the head coach.
oh, I don't remember him. So I just
He was
remember
the.
Del Simone, who was old as dirt.
I was Del Simone's TA for a while. Del
Nasty.
Simone, one time, Del Simone was weird. One time he was walking around the campus and he saw like a crushed, bruised apple on the ground, and he picked up like, "Oh, don't want to waste this," and he brushed off, started eating the apple. I made his coffee for him, and the rule was 12 rounded scoops of grounds per pot, and nothing can ever be washed, ever.
Like
Ever.
space right now.
12.
Yeah,
12.
12.
Now, here's the thing. Actual coffee machine's instructions will tell you 12 flattened scoops for a 12 cup pot of coffee. It doesn't take that much grounds to make coffee. I always did 2 rounded scoops.
That's what I
to make
do.
Coffee. Yeah. His was 12. It was tar.
Yeah.
It was gross. And there would be like, we'd come in after like a week off for like Christmas break or something, and there would be mold growing in it, and like, yeah, I just dumped that out and put new grass. I'm gonna wash it. No, just dump that out. I'm like, you see the mold, right? There's flat out like mushrooms growing in this shit.
Yeah, it was real nasty. But like I said, he was old as dirt when we were in high school because he also taught my uncle, who's 10 years older than me, and my mom and my aunt.
Yeah. Oh, we went to a weird fucking high school.
Yeah, we did. The nerds beat up the jocks in our high school.
Yes, we went to the high school where the nerds beat up the jocks.
Yeah.
Our band group was basically like the fucking mafia.
Hey.
You know it's true.
Yeah, we were.
We had one of our guys, Stephen Witt. He's got a really, I can never remember the name of the disorder he has, but he's like one of 12 that has it. So he was like 3'6", walked on crutches, Only has one bone in each of his forelimbs and his legs. Only has 3 fingers, no thumb. So they surgically took one finger and rolled it to make it into a thumb. So he had like little pincher, weird hands. Great friend, love Stephen Witt. He walks on these crutches, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah." One of our guys decided it would be funny to grab his crutches and run away. At which point in time, he got one crutch and took off, and then found out that Steven's actually faster without the crutches. He just can only go about 100 feet. And took a crutch to the back of the head as this little gremlin, and we called him Gremlin, he thought it was great, runs over and just starts beating the crap out of a guy with a crutch.
Didn't somebody fall down the stairs by the band room?
Fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
We did not shove him in the we did not beat the shit out of him, shove him in a trash can, and drop him down the stairs in a trash can. He fell down the stairs.
Yeah, our high school really was weird.
The best part about that is, do you know where the principal was? About 10 feet behind us.
Probably deserved it.
Yeah.
Our high
Oh,
school
we
was
did.
weird.
100%.
It was nice though.
It was nice. It was very nice. Yeah. So outside of high school violence,
What other violence are we going to talk about?
well, let's see. What do I got in my lap here? I have How to Write Adventure Modules That Don't Suck. I've been reading through this. It is great. If you are looking to write some like one shots or a small campaign or something like that, and you just have no clue where to start, I can definitely recommend this book. Hardbound, the actual, like, I'm sure you can't see it on my camera, but the actual sheets are lined paper, so it straight up looks like it's written in a notebook. It is I keep forgetting, it actually has the little ribbon to keep track of where you're at that I never remember to use. It is very well set up for like things to keep in mind and things that really help, link your characters in, and things that really help your players kind of feel like integrated into things. And every chapter ends with a one shot, like a 1 to 2 page one shot. So even if the book itself ends up not being all that helpful, it's full of little one shots. And I have paid more for books of one shots than I paid for this.
I also ordered Steve the Cowboy Bebop TTRPG. It
Of
might be
course.
terrible. It might
will
be
be.
terrible. I have
It
no
will be.
clue.
It probably will be, but here's the
But-
thing. I can fix a broken system. And Cowboy Bebop is an amazing universe. It is so down to earth, and you don't get a lot of sci-fi stuff that is that grounded.
So I ended up getting like a deal where if you bought the book, you got the GM screen for free. And I was like, okay, that's it was like, I don't know, like $5 shipping or something, and it comes FedEx. So I was like, you know what? It's been popping up all the time, so I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have going on?
You'll never run out of things to try.
Jason, where'd Jason go?
I know, they're gonna just...
Pardon?
Oh, your volume was a little low. I just wanted to boost your gain a little
Oh.
bit.
I can move. It's probably my
Oh,
fault.
I got you. I got you covered. Again, that's why we use Video Ninja, is because I have volume sliders for everybody, both in video and on my Stream Deck in front of me. Which I was advertising the Stream Deck to somebody today. I posted we were all posting in ECM, which if you know furry art, you know ECM. I was posting in his chat. We were all posting pictures of our desk while he was streaming. Was it last night? And somebody noticed my Stream Deck and was talking about it. So I've been talking about Stream Deck with somebody all day. Great. Like, can it do this? Why, yes, it can.
So a lot of the comments are that the Cowboy Bebop TTRPG is a cross between Blades in the Dark and Fate.
Ooh, that actually
Which-
sounds fun.
That sounds cool as hell. Yeah. So
Ooh. Jason, have you played Fate?
No.
Mike and Ash, have you been in one of my Fate games? I don't think you have.
I don't think so.
So, fun facts of Fate. First off, there's 3 levels of Fate. There's like the core, and then there's like the condensed, and there's like the one-page rules. Like there's 3 levels of Fate. They're all great. They just each level kind of takes some extra stuff out to make it a little easier. It basically works off of it uses Fate dice, which you might also know as fudge dice. It's a 6-sided dice. 2 sides are blank, 2 sides are minuses, 2 sides are plus. You roll them. Blanks are nothing, minuses are bad, pluses are good. They cancel each other out. You only roll 4 dice. Always. You always roll 4 dice. You can actually start the game with a blank character sheet and fill it in as you go. The system is made to have no pre-required setting, no pre-required theme, no core like rule abilities or classes, or it is, you can start with just an idea and start running. It is probably the most open system I've ever played.
I remember I wanted to do a campaign with that at one point. And you let me borrow the book for a while. I just never did.
did we play with blank character sheets in one of Jax's games? Or like minimal?
I think we filled like minimal out. I think we were allowed like half a blank sheet.
Fallout maybe?
Might have been a
No.
Fallout one. I was something we did one of them where we did like a half blank. I did so. Again, the reason I have how to write adventure modules that don't suck is I have 2 settings, which were originally made for 5e but are being adapted to be more generic in the RPG. And I've been trying to write those up and get proper books going on them. One of them is, as I said before, like the brothel setting, which has a whole like extra like continental island and some extra stuff going on. And some, it's a fun campaign. I've got to run it one time. It was great. Wifey was there. I've been trying to write that up. And the other one, well, the one that actually is pertinent to this conversation, is a magic punk. So think Harry Potter, except that magic isn't unknown to muggles. There still are muggles, but they know about magic. And magic is just kind of a commodity that gets done. So there's still the wizarding schools, there's still all of that. And they have figured out a way to like condense magic into a liquid form. So you have liquid batteries of magic that are machines and like handheld devices. So think steampunk, but fueled by liquid condensed mana. I have a campaign setting written in that world. And I have ran that a couple times, and I've ran it in the Fate system, and it has been amazing. Borg says more nerdy Star Trek, and adds in with the turtle. Turtle being a Dapper Channel joke.
I would not mind once Dapper finishes his Star Trek and maybe we have some distance between that. I wouldn't mind doing a Star Trek at all.
I really like the Star Trek system. I don't know how much Ty or Ash has seen of the Star Trek. I would assume probably not very
Little
much. I know
tiny
Jason
bits.
watches it.
Yep.
What do you think about that system, Jason?
It seems to be pretty good. What I've seen from the playtime and what I've seen from what I've picked up too, just to check it out. So
One of the things I really like about that system is there is a supporting characters mechanic. So there's always that like one like episode or one session in every tabletop game where you're like, oh, cool. We're going in and we're going to the casino and we're counting cars. My barbarian with 3 int is going to be great here. There's always that session. In Star Trek, when that happens, you get to pull up a supported character. So you get to make a new character, which is made off of condensed rules and makes character creation really fast. you make a new character and you play that character that day. And during a one game, if scenes switch 10 times, you could play 10 different characters. It's just however many crew complement your ship has and however much you want to switch. You can just keep activating and playing different characters. I really like that that system. It's also a roll under system, so
Yay.
like 1s are good and 20s are bad.
Those work
But
better for us.
Mike's
for
like,
those of
"You
us
hate
who-
me, so that's
yeah.
better."
A lot of us, the dice just fucking hate and like, oh, hey, what are you going to roll? I'm going to roll a 3. Yay! I've been watching Critical Role Campaign 4. I've been slowly watching it. I had to just brute force through the first couple episodes because I didn't like the original, like the very first kind of go on it. But I'm starting to enjoy it like a lot. And I was actually watching, they had to do a roll at disadvantage, and Sam's character ended up rolling a nat 20 on a disadvantage roll. 1 in 400 chance. Let's go. What else do we have going on right now?
What's on your list, Megan?
That was it. I
That was it?
literally had
Uh-oh.
Dragonbane and too many cold bloods. Well, we can talk about how Steve and I made marmalade,
I made marmalade
Yay.
again.
and we're gonna make probably 2 more double batches.
I wonder where you got all
We
those
just need to get
oranges.
lemon. Oh yeah, Mike and Ash gave us a ginormous box of oranges, and then I actually had a big bag of oranges from work too. That I was saved. Like originally, I was like, "Oh, we're not gonna get oranges this year," because originally you didn't know. So I was like, "Oh, I'll just grab this.
Yeah,
This will
they-
make like a
They did
batch."
show up a bit late this year.
Yeah,
Dad
but
took a whole bunch of
honestly,
those too before you got to them.
The second batch we did, and I don't really like marmalade. I don't like oranges. So good.
So my usual recipe has you hand cut all of the oranges, and it's 3 oranges and a lemon per batch of marmalade. And it has you peel 2 oranges and throw the peels away. And then the other 3 oranges you keep, because marmalade has peel in it. You keep the peel, and you cut the oranges into like a slice you would have eaten in like elementary school as a kid, and then cut those up into little thin ribbons. And that's what goes into the marmalade. And then the lemon does the same thing, and you cook that with a shit ton of sugar and a little bit of water, and you cook that down for a half hour, and then you put it in jars. I always add extra pectin. Because I don't use sugar, I use Splenda because I'm a diabetic. And if you use Splenda, it will not set up because it needs the sugar for the reaction. But there's a sugar substitute pectin you can buy that works with Splenda. So I use that to make it set up into marmalade. Still have to cook it. My last batch failed and it was miserable. But I was looking for my recipe. I'm like, oh, I couldn't remember off the top of my head. I'm like, what was my recipe? So I pulled it up and I thought I found it. And it was a different recipe. And it's like, cut the oranges into 8 pieces, throw them in a food processor, and spin it up until they're in tiny pieces. I'm like, wow, that's easier than what I've been doing. So we used that recipe this time. And we did the first batch, and I left the orange peels a little bit bigger than a pea. And then on the second batch, we spun it up a little bit more, and we made the orange peel a little bit smaller. So it's a little more like orange jelly and less like orange marmalade, because orange jelly and orange marmalade are not the same thing.
Goodbye, Megan.
She's got the Elgato crash. It happens every once in a while.
I'm still here. I think I. Oh yeah, that's why. Figure it out.
It's the same thing like Discord. Like if I stop my virtual camera, and it does the Discord crash out. It's the same thing, but it's
No,
Elgato's
it finally
version.
decided it was going to install the update
Yes,
that has
All of-
been-
all of Elgato's software has updated, and I fucking love Elgato. Other than Wavelink, I love Elgato. Fuck you guys for pushing every software update like 3 hours apart so that all of my shit updates, and then a little bit later I have to update again, and then a little bit later I have to update again. And just push all the updates so I can hit update on one go and have it all update.
Well, and my problem was the update wasn't installing correctly, so I had to go download it
Manually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Elgato. I actually like when they first announced the Elgato Neo series, I didn't like them. Now that I have some of the stuff, I actually like the Neo series. Right now I'm using Facecam Neo and 2 Keylight Neos. There's also a Stream Deck Neo that looks pretty good. Has 8 buttons and some bars and stuff. And it's all like more meant for like office and Zoom call kind of stuff.
See, the
So the
problem with
fa-
the Neo
the-
is they abandoned dark mode and embraced light mode, so I hate it.
You can get it in black now.
Oh, because everything on their site is always white.
So originally the idea was the main series, the streamer series would be black and the Neo would be white. And my stuff's all white. I have all white for my Neo. Then they found out that people hate that. Nobody wants white peripherals. Everybody wants black because most things have black bezels. Everybody wants black for the most part. So they went ahead and did all the Neo stuff in black. So now you can get the main stuff in white and the Neo stuff in black. Actually, you can get some of the main stuff in a bunch of colors. I do definitely, if you're looking at, got it up here. The joys of us not having a game up is I have an entire monitor free. Stream Deck Neo in black because we like the black one. $100 for Stream Deck Neo. Has 8 buttons and it has 2 like light indicators and a touch bar in the middle at the bottom. So you can have like a touch display plus your 2 little mini buttons plus your 8 main buttons. Definitely $100 if you need like. Let me rephrase that. You need something to have an extra little set of keys and you just don't realize it yet. Everybody has something they click a lot. Everybody has something that they click infrequently, but frequently enough that it's a pain in the ass that they can't find it. That's what the Neo does for you. It gives you a button. So I can't show mine because I'm on our streaming mode, but I have on mine, one of my 8 buttons is this speed test. So I can just hit a button and do a speed test and it shows it right on my button. One of them is my render for Dapper. So for Dapper run Sheep It, and you have to open it up and run it, and then it does all. I just have a button. Just open and run this file, and I just hit it. You can have a folder that has all of your frequent like websites you go to, and you can just be like, oh, I want to go to this one, and you can click it, and it'll pull it up for you. You can have a button that automatically throws all of your windows across your monitors in the exact spot you want them. So like for these streams, I have 4 monitors in front of me. So my main monitor is usually it's kind of my monitor stream, and then this down here in front of me is the VTT, and then I have Discord over here, and then I have stuff over. All of that I have to set up, and it's different from my day-to-day functions. I can make a button, which I've been lazy and haven't done, but I can just push, will open all of those things, and then put them where I want them.
Also, if you're a cheap bitch like me, Elgato goes on sale fairly often.
Yes.
And nothing that we have that is Elgato did I pay full price for.
That's correct. And now they have, so when I got my first Stream Deck, they only had the 15 key Stream Deck, which Megan has now. Now they have the Mini, which is 6 buttons, I think. The XL, which is 32, which I really want, but it's $250. The Neo, which is the 8 buttons plus the bar. The Stream Deck, which is the 8 buttons plus the bar and the 4 dials. And it has 2 modules that can plug into the back of it. I have the USB hub module. Then there is the Studio, which is like a server rack mount Stream Deck, which has, let's pull this fucking thing up. How many buttons does this bitch have?
We also didn't pay for my Stream Deck because it was a gift from the owner of the game store.
32 buttons and 2 dials and a USB-C port in a server rack mount.
Interesting.
I don't need that, but somebody who has a server rack and a bunch of machines and wants to have something controlling them
Okay, I'm looking
can
at their
use the crap out of that.
now. Looking at their videos, it's not really. It is server rack mount format, but obviously it's not what it's actually intended to go in.
No, it's more meant to be on a desk.
Yeah.
They have the module version, which is just the Stream Deck dials in just a flat thing that you can build into your own projects. There is the pedal, which is 3 buttons you can have on the floor. When I first saw the pedal, I'm like, that's stupid. Now I'm like, yeah, I kind of want one of those.
No, what's stupid
for
is
my
that
setup.
Stream Deck Studio is $900.
Yeah.
It's too
For
much.
that looks like 40 buttons.
It's 32.
Okay.
30,
So it's
32
even
buttons, 2 dials, and a USB-C. So
But you can save
it's
money if
too
you get a
much.
3-pack.
Yes. Stream Deck Mobile, you can get it on your phone. If you have a Stream Deck device, you get mobile for free. Well, everybody gets mobile for free with I think it's 6 buttons. You can pay for more, and if you have a device, you get some more interleak stuff. When we're at the other table doing it, at our main table when we're doing our streams there, and Megan's controlling it, she's doing it from her phone with Stream Deck Mobile. It's cool. Elgato's got great capture cards. They've got cameras. They've got lights. They've got all sorts of shit. Elgato is too expensive for what they are, but they work too good for me to complain too much.
I like Jason's solution.
Yeah.
I do like Jason's solution.
Yeah. I cheap out.
I like cheaping out, and then I also like having real equipment. And depending on what I'm doing, I will always just fall back on my cheap shit randomly. I do like having my nice stuff, occasionally.
I'm also very cheap, way cheaper than Steve.
Mhm.
But I have also learned that, as we found out when we were starting this channel, sometimes just go for the thing that seems pricey. It'll save you money, long run. Like the camera I bought when we first started that we don't use. The $300 camera I bought. It's good for actual photos and short videos, but it wasn't good for recording.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does really good for specifically turntable shots and things like that, and it'll still get used for that. It just did not do good for recording, because it recorded in a shitty format that could only do so many megs. So on our recording, it would end up being 5 or 6 files.
Are we gonna continue going the full 2 hours, or what do you want to do, babe?
We are going to go on a break right now because it's our break time, and we're going to do our 5-minute break, and then we will come back, and after our break, we'll kind of feel it out and see how long we want to go. I try to get the full 2 hours, but we don't have a lot of topics tonight. So unless chat wants to, which there's only 5 viewers, and I assume that's just us. And probably Borg, because Borg is awesome. If chat wants to shout out some things to have us talk about, we'll definitely do. But for right now, 5-minute break. We are on our Cyberpunk, which means I do have a break screen. So yeah, we're also on our Cyberpunk, which means I still haven't put sound or anything on it. So I'm sorry, guys, boring ass break screen, but at least it does have a countdown timer. So we're going to go on break, and we will be back in 5. And we are back on chat screen. Guys, slap me around and remind me to add some audio or something to that so that it's not as boring for all of you guys when we're on our break.
Ooh, I'll slap you.
Yeah, but that won't remind me of anything. I'm used to that.
So we were talking about other things to talk about. I'm gonna bring up one of Mike's favorite topics. The dungeon crawler Carl. I'm trying to start book 2. I sped through book 1, and now I'm kind of like, book 1 was so good. I don't want to ruin it by reading
It
book
does
2.
keep
They
getting
get better.
It
I
gets
know.
better.
So I know Amazon is a horrible, horrible corporation, and we hate them, but Audible has them all on sale for under $5 a piece. So credits, they're like $3 or something. I bought.
Yeah, I think your mic cut out. I think we're hearing it through Steve.
I hit it with my shoulder. So the books on Audible are under $5 a piece. They're like maybe $3, three something.
And they're hyping up book 8 coming out in a couple months.
Yes. So I bought all the books I didn't have, plus a couple of Patricia Briggs books, because they have the graphic audio Audible versions, which are
There's
like
a
full
lot of echo suddenly.
productions. And I also bought Matt, the author Matt.
Cinnamon.
Yes, I bought his new book that he came out with for his other series.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read that one yet, but
Yeah, I gotta get to that one.
And thank you for letting me know this, because I just signed up the other day to re-signed up the other day to get the first one,
Oh yeah.
and now
It's
they're
a
all like
great-
85% off here. So it's
Yes.
like,
yeah, I mean that's the perfect time to buy.
See,
there.
I always use Audible credits, but that's because I get 20-something books a year, so it's like it just makes sense to pay the $18 or $20 a month to get 2 books a month, basically.
I think
yeah,
they
I haven't
did-
had anything for a while, so I just restarted. But now I'm gonna go click, click, click.
I can't remember what
You'll like
Audible.
the series.
I did,
It's really good.
I
gotta
did
listen
like
to
a
it, though.
year.
That's-
Like I
I need to
paid for
start
a
it.
year for like 3/4 of the price or something,
Mm-hmm.
and got 10 or 20. I can't remember if it was 10 or 20 credits. But I was pretty happy with that, and
So
their sales are great.
book-wise for me, like I said, I've been reading How to Write Adventure Modules That Don't Suck. I have a weird fantasy book that I've been half-ass reading for a while that I don't care about.
The dinosaur damsels and dinosaurs, or
I started that one. I haven't finished it. It's pretty entertaining. But I also have another weird one that apparently is like some LGBTQ plus thing, but like, I mean, I could see them adding a gay couple to it, but there hasn't been anything in that book, so I don't know where that's coming from. I've been reading that one. It's been decent. But mostly, for the most part, I hate audiobooks. However, again, back to fucking Dapper. Goddamn Dapper. Back to Star Trek. One of our players is Kip Davis. Dr. Kip Davis. He has a dog named Dagon who wrote a book called God's Propaganda, pulling back the veil of what the Bible wants you to know, which Kip was kind enough to narrate the audiobook for his the book that his dog wrote, because Kip hasn't written any books ever. And I have listened to that. It's about 20 hours long. If you are a Bible believing Christian or an atheist or a skeptic or a whatever, it is a really good book, because this is somebody who is a Bible scholar going through the various stories and themes and wording of the Bible and kind of where that came from culturally at the time and before that time. And I learned a whole lot listening through that book that was just like, oh, wow, all these friends and stories and this and that. And it all stems from this other thing that came 1,000 years before it. So it was a very, very good book. He, like I said, he did the whole audio for himself. There was one spot well, there was a couple of spots where you could tell like an audio change, but there was one spot where you could tell that Kip like re-recorded like one line and like your audio was way the fuck different for that. But I can't make too much fun of them because again, back to Top Hats Off, the current teaser trailer I did the audio for, and I heard it on Dapper's channel the other day. I'm like, oh wow, I sound horrible.
It did not sound that bad. I could hear it in the living room.
No, that was gross.
You're
It sounded
gross.
like me. That's gross.
He
Oh, wait.
also recorded it like 5 billion times.
Your intro bit for the other day?
For
Yeah.
the teaser, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I thought it was good.
I recorded it and I kept blubbing like the pacing of how it's written and like the pacing of how I speak are slightly different. And I can handle the way I pace things or completely different, but if it's slightly different, it just throws me off and I had to re-record it a whole bunch. And then I realized after I re-recorded it that I re-recorded it pulling straight from the mic and not through Elgato Wave. So my EQ and compressor and de-esser and all of that, which, oh my God, guys, if you've ever recorded without a de-esser and then recorded with the de-esser, yeah, you need a de-esser. So I re-recorded it again with all of that stuff turned on and sent both versions to Dapper. So, but yeah, I can feel for Kip because it's like, oh yeah, it is virtually impossible because your audio set up twice the same, like even remotely the same. I could see why there's professional recording studios who have like backup generators for their audio computers and literally never let them turn off because you don't ever want to have to reinitialize any of that. You want it to stay the same.
Just on the.
At some point.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go Kai. You got priority. Go.
Just because we were talking about books, and this is one that I mentioned a while back that I think everyone here would probably like, and that is Outland and Earthside, 2 books in the Quantum Earth series, where basic premise: Yellowstone supervolcano erupts, cataclysmic event, and at the same time, some college physicist students were messing with the uncertainty principle and essentially made a Stargate, and it's going to a different version of Earth where things didn't quite happen the same. And
What's it called again?
the first book is called Outland, and the second book is called Earthside. And the series is currently called Quantum Earth. There's just 2 books right now. The author, he is doing a 3rd book, but I think there's 2 or 3 more he's doing first.
My go-to like sci-fi fantasy books, Dragon Riders of Pern, the original Anne McCaffrey, not the Todd McCaffrey. I'm not going to diss Todd. He's a great author, but his writing style and his mom's writing style are totally different. So she wrote this massive. It starts out like heavy fantasy Dragon Rider series, but then as it goes, it starts adding in some sci-fi stuff, and it's really good. When Todd took over, he focused more on the regular people and less on like the Dragon Riders and stuff. And I loved seeing that aspect, but there was so much already pre-established. It's like, wow, this is a hard shift. So that's one of my go-tos. I say definitely read Dragon Riders of Pern. You can either read them in like written order or chronological order. If you want to read them in chronological order, good fucking luck. There's like 30 books and they overlap a lot. Then my other one I would say is the Shinur series by CJ Sherrill. It is an alien first contact space truckers story, except the alien that they've randomly found is a human. So it's alien first contact from an alien race discovering humans.
Okay.
So that one's great, and it's 4 books plus a 5th book that is like a after the fact kind of thing.
Well, just to say it, if anybody is interested in those ones that I just mentioned, they are on sale right now too on Audible.
They're
Everything I
also-
like is on sale right now, apparently.
Yeah, they're also free if you have Kindle Unlimited. They are free to read right now. And it looks like that author has a lot of really interesting series.
Yeah, so that's the author of the other series we like, which is We Are Legion, We Are Bob, where it's a
Oh, I love that series.
computer guy who signs up to be cryogenically frozen if he dies, and shortly dies afterwards, and gets resurrected as a AI, not AI. They cloned a human mind into a machine and turned him into a von Neumann probe, which he's very excited about.
I love that
Also,
series.
Earth goes to shit, and it's very scary to read it in current events.
Yeah.
The first couple chapters, when we first heard that, sound very similar to the last year.
Shanur is not on sale, but it is free on Audible. The first book is called The Pride of Shanur. Chanur. And the author is C.J. Sherry, which is C.J. initials, and then last nameCherryh. So Cherry with an H. They also write a lot of other series and stuff. They write fantasy and sci-fi. I was reading one of their more popular fantasy books, but it was definitely taking me a long time to get into it, and it's been so long since I started that I'm probably going to have to reread it. It's a really thick book.
Is that the
Really
one you
time
found
book.
to at like dollar store?
No, it was one I grabbed from Book Nook. I grabbed the whole series from Book Nook.
I actually asked Scott, different Scott than I was talking about earlier. Our local used bookstore owner is also an acquaintance. I asked him if he had any of the Dungeon Crawler Carl books because Steve and I still like physical books, and
I
when we
mean,
move,
even-
we're gonna have room for more books.
It's always
so I
nice
was
to have
curious
them on
if
the
you've
shelf.
gotten. Yeah, I was curious. if you've
So,
gotten
unfortunately, all the
in.
used copies of those books that are paperback are worth a shitload now. So he's probably not going to get any.
No, I
Yeah.
asked him if he said he hadn't gotten any in at all, like ever.
It's not a
And I
series
was
people normally
like,
get
oh.
rid of, and all the early prints were limited runs for the paperback, and now they're being redone in hardback.
Yeah,
And those
which,
paperbacks go for hundreds of dollars now.
But eventually, when they re-release them, we'll probably try to grab them.
Yeah, I
I
think-
also want to get all of our Patricia Briggs books in hardcover, which I just
Yeah.
need to take a list down to Book Nook and get them.
Yeah, then my final book series that I really like and collect and recommend for people is Wings of Fire, which is oddly enough a young reader's book series. It reads more like a teenage young adult adventure than it does a young reader's. And it is a fun little light read fantasy dragon book, except the main characters are the dragons. And it, does things like starting chapter 1, paragraph 1 with murdering babies, because why the hell not for young readers?
I read the first one.
The graphic novels, because they're doing the graphic novels now, because everything gets graphic novels. Just did Darkstalker, which is a side book, which goes over one of the villain's backstories and makes him kind of like, oh, he goes from, oh, I hate him to, oh, I feel bad for him.
Still hate him.
And even though he's evil, and there's a spot where he basically uses magic to mind control his dad because he doesn't like his dad, and makes his dad tear out his own tongue and disembowel himself in front of everybody. Because that is what you give to young readers. The graphic
Kids are
novel,
tough.
yeah, in order to make this appropriate for the graphics novel, they just skipped the disemboweling part. He still rips out his own tongue and bleeds to death in front of the tribe, but doesn't disembowel himself anymore. That makes it all better. Although I will say, if you have an artist friend that draws dragons, definitely show them the books, the graphic novels, because it will make them cringe so hard. The guy that does the artwork for the graphic novels is an amazing artist, but his ability to draw dragon wing pinions is garbage. I say that as an artist, he needs, and it's one of those obviously he didn't know what he was doing with the start, and he's probably looking at his own art now, going, and can't fix it because it's been established. but their wing pinions are terrible, and the way he draws them, like sitting in chairs, is terrible.
Also, everybody noticed the floating cloud.
Yes.
Boy.
Was trying, but it
Um,
wasn't. It just kept trying to erase them from existence.
If you want good dragon art based on Wings of Fire or Wings of Fire, you can go check out Ven's art on Instagram.
Yes.
He draws fan art. He is a friend, and he does amazing dragon art.
There are some Wings of Fire fan groups that are better at drawing Wings of Fire than like the actual Wings of Fire, which is really, really disturbing. But I love it. And I'm here for it. Somewhere I have in here, I took a picture of Wings of Fire. I lost it.
You don't ever delete photos, so God knows where it is.
I won't show it because it's on my phone. Wait, what if I put my phone on night mode? Want you show it now? No, now it's too dark. If I split the difference, will it hate life?
Yes.
Yes. Oh well, I'll post it. I'll post it in our Discord as a definitely not just horrible excuse to get everybody to go over and join our Discord.
Also, can I just say I'm really sad that the Beetlejuice musical came to Fresno, and I did not know about it until like the last day, and tickets were of course sold out. But apparently it was an amazing, amazing show.
Where did it go? All right, on our Discord, which everybody should just definitely go join our Discord right now. It's free. It's not linked to our Patreon. You get full access if you want to join it. Go in there and look at our memes and bullshit channel, and you will see a picture of Darkstalker magically making his dad tear his own tongue out and bleed to death, because that's what you give to kitties. Yay! That's what the children like, right?
I mean, they do.
But it's not red blood, it's blue blood.
So yes, the Icewing dragons have blue blood. The rest of the dragons have red blood, but the Icewings have blue blood. All of the 10 tribes are different in some way, shape, or form. But yes, he magically makes his dad rip out his own tongue, which it actually has a scene where his dad's like pulling his tongue with it like one claw, like he's gonna cut his tongue off. And it's like, yeah, I've seen horror movies that have given people nightmares and stuff like that.
Who's behind you? Which one is it? Simon or Leroy? Steve? There's a cat behind you.
That's Leroy.
Behind me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Leroy.
Oh, it's Leroy.
Simon's
is
not inside.
Simon is outside. He is only allowed inside if
Leroy.
he's being held.
Fake
Look
cat.
at his body.
So far.
Look at his body. He's so
I
good.
cannot have 4 indoor cats.
Yet.
Yeah.
This house is way too small, and Fidget is too much of a bitch. She just, yeah. She's already a territorial little terror, so.
And you're moving when?
Hopefully May.
Hopefully May.
And then how many will be indoor?
Yep.
Still 3.
Uh-huh.
Maybe 2. Leroy and Simon might just go to the catio. And Bonesy, I don't know.
There, right next to me here, where I can pat, there is a little one of those like round cat tower things, and it sat here for so long, and none of the cats gave a shit about it. And then suddenly Fidget's like, "Oh, I can sit next to you. I like this thing." And then recently Leroy's like, "Oh, I can sit next to you. I like this thing." So now I have cats beside me all the time.
Yeah, Simon and Leroy might go in the catio, and Bonesy will probably be in the catio plus out roaming, as I can't.
Well,
see
you'll have
her.
to figure out how you want to do that because catio is fully enclosed.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
There's a
we
door
might-
you could let her in and out, but she can get in and out on her own.
We'll probably let her in and out because I can't see her wanting to be cooped up. But I also don't want Leroy out because he's stupid and fat. So
He is too.
And there are definitely animals at that house that would love a giant fat cat.
Yeah. And Bonesy
Like, I'm a
is
little worried
savvy
for
enough.
Bonesy out there. She's obviously, you're in wilderness, but that is forest wilderness. There's a difference.
There is. She's pretty savvy, but yeah, I will probably keep her attempt to keep her locked up for a while, just until she makes the transition. Because she's getting up there in age. She's probably
Yeah, Bones and
14.
Fidget are both getting pretty old.
Yeah, she's probably 13, 14.
Which at this point, Bones is the only one that has not appeared on stream, and that's just because there is no way in hell I go outside, grab Bones, and bring her in here. It's just not going to freaking happen.
No.
She just does not want to be. She doesn't want to be the inside Keko. What else do we have? Oh, Farmer was replaced. I know, Jason, you started playing.
Yeah.
Addictive, horrible game, isn't that?
Oh, yeah.
I've got it loaded up again, and now that it's actually released.
I've got
It's released.
like 2 things
They
left to
changed a
go
lot.
on the thing to go, man.
Yeah, they changed a whole lot, and it's one of those games that even if you finish the game, like, you're not done. It just embeds that programming itch into your brain. And you're like, oh, like I will be at work driving and be like, oh shit, my maze code, I could fix it by doing, and then suddenly I'm thinking coding all day long. I get home like click 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 clack trying to fix things. So it is a idle clicker game, but it's based off of Python coding with a little drone that runs a farm for you, and you code the drone with actual Python script. And it's something else. It took me, I've been trying to solve the problems on my own, and then like if I get really stuck, I'll look up like what other people have done and grab some of their code. Or like the maze, I knew how to do the maze immediately. I'm like, okay, that's no problem. And then like the cactus is like, oh, I know how to do the cactuses. Yeah, somebody else has written this bullshit part. I'm going to grab theirs. So it's a weird mixture of like, I want to try to solve it myself, and I do it myself first. And I did how to pass variables to a drone, because they won't take variables when you spawn a drone, because they have to have a code that responds a code. And yeah, it was it took me probably an hour and a half to figure out in Python how to do that, and it was a pain in the ass, and I was so happy when it finally worked. Hi, Fidget. Oh no, her head disappeared. She's brainless. Oh, there we go. Jason's running it. There's Farmer was replaced.
It's a field.
I actually started a second save file because I had basically made it to where my drone split into 32 drones, divided the field into 32 like sub-regions, and then ran stuff. But it was broken, and I got tired of trying to debug it, so I just started from scratch. As
I
you
feel like I'm
randomly
watching
doing
Game
coding.
of Life on this right now.
Yeah. I don't know why it's just
So like right
messed up
now,
there.
Jason's growing pumpkins. The pumpkins have a 20% chance when you plant a pumpkin to die. Anytime you have a square of pumpkins, they
It's
merge
not
into a big
connecting up
pumpkin.
properly for me, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
not going perfect for me right now.
So, one pumpkin gives you one pumpkin, but a 2x2 square gives you 2 cube pumpkins, and that goes up to 6. A 6x6 pumpkin is the highest that you get a bonus for. You can make bigger pumpkins, but 6x6 is the highest that you get the cube bonus for. After that, it just gives you, square area times 6.
Yeah.
But there is all sorts of different, like there's bushes give you wood, but then trees give you better wood, but trees grow at half speed for every tree on a cardinal direction. You get mazes where your drone has to solve a maze. When you get to the end of the maze, you can either pick up the treasure and do it again, or you can use the maze spawning item again, and it'll just rerun the same maze. But when it reruns the same maze, it might delete a wall, which means that just follow the wall code won't work anymore. It's Yeah, and you can, and again, you could brute force the maze. You could go like Twitch plays Pokemon and just make your drone try to move randomly, and eventually, I mean, it'll eventually solve the maze. One of the achievements is to solve a maze 300 times without restarting it.
I'm gonna interrupt you because Ash just posted a hysterical meme in our server,
Uh-oh.
and I don't know if you can tell by the two of us dying.
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh,
Yeah, guys, join our server. It's in the memes and bullshit. That actually reminds me of the one they were talking about the Turning Point USA halftime show, and it does the Family Guy Stewie Griffin where he's at the rock concert and the guy like has a heart attack. Oh no, he's having a heart attack. Is there a doctor here? And Stewie looks around. Yeah, there's no way there's a doctor here.
I think I saw that one earlier.
I posted the goblin one earlier, the Fang Toad. I love that one. That one was great. I found a guy on YouTube just randomly clicking about that makes like clarinets out of PVC pipe. I'm definitely not going to torment wife with that.
I will get my actual clarinet out. I'll buy reeds and cork grease, and I will torment you.
You need to.
I do. I need to. I think I'm gonna get one of the little stands for my new office, and I'll try to keep it like set up. So
You need a clarinet set up. I need to get I have Native American flute and drone. I need to get those out, and I need to get to where I can actually play them at least decent again. When I was trucking, I carried the drone with me, and I actually got pretty damn good with it.
Fuzzy hates it.
Oh my god. Well, let's see if I can summon her. Let me go get it.
Gonna torment the poor cat. Yeah, one of
So
one of my GMs at the game store a couple years ago, we got to talking, and he repairs instruments for a living. And I told him how much I missed playing the clarinet, and I regretted not buying one, and he brought me one as a gift. She noped right out. He literally walked into the doorway and then was like, nope. He went the other way.
No.
That was a horrible note. Ooh. Covered in dust. This was my mom's. One of our bus drivers in high school made these. And they were very expensive. And he gave my mom this one. And then I also have the drone, which I can't play the drone right now because the totem, which is this little lighter wood part here, the straps that hold down have rotted away. It's so old. I need to retie it. Without this on it, it won't actually play, but it has two pipes side by side, and one pipe just plays a static note. I've got to get this one cleaned up and oiled and nice and pretty. They sound gorgeous. I carried the drone with me when I was trucking, and I used to sit at truck stops and play the drone, and I would get like random fields of stoners sitting around me smoking pot while I was playing the drone. It was a thing that happened. Yeah, I gotta get better at playing this again.
This cat's feet are above its head. He's just completely coiled
That's
in
where
a
they
ball.
belong.
Are we all ready for Sunday?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure. I need to go look at the stuff Jason sent again.
I'm definitely ready. I've definitely done all the prep already.
He hasn't done shit, y'all.
He's finally read the
It
book.
is not. I have read the book. I need to reread it again.
We are, I think, going to be gone pretty much all day Saturday. So you better use these next couple days to your advantage.
I might read it tomorrow. I might go over it, and I might even do some digital notes and have some stuff set up ahead of time.
Yes! You're going to prep?
I do prep. I'm just very.
I know, I'm just giving you shit, babe.
I'm oddly meticulous, but also vague on my prep. I like to have everything known and prepped and good to go, but I also don't like to like overdo it because whatever you think's going to happen is not what's going to happen.
Oh, by the way, did you answer Jason's question in our game chat about the weapon?
No.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
guys slap me and make me remember things?
No.
No, because I'm supposed to be your wife and not your keeper, but, you know, I guess that's what the wife is. I just tagged you in it so you can follow it.
Yes, that is fine, Jason.
Okay. Are we gonna try that?
Can you do a fun custom thing? I will rarely say anything other than like yes to, as long as it's not stupid.
All right. How
But
about
what about the armadillo?
That's what I was just about to say.
Jason wants a side quest, and we're all in on it.
Little auto
the
theft.
Grand Theft Auto. I'm cool with that. We can do a side. Hell, we could do a side quest like Grand Theft Auto on this Wednesday stream if we wanted to do an extra one for that, or we can do it on our regular Sunday one.
There, I tagged you in it just so you would know where it is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll remember to go through that. I also got to. No, I did my Star Trek. Okay, So for the Star Trek game on Dapper's channel, we have like reputation rolls, and we have to do them every time. And for a while, we were on our own, and like nobody was doing them. And I was doing mine, but I was rolling like ass bad on them. So I'm like, cool, I got no rewards like 4 weeks in a row, and nobody else even did theirs. So Dapper like held our hands and made us do them like in chat and where he could see them, and so we did that for a few weeks. Now we're back to doing them on our own, and it's like, oh cool, I rolled a +1. There's nothing I can do with a +1, and they don't carry over, so it's wasted. Whee! Although in all fairness, even if I get like a +3 or +4, there's nothing I can do at this point. I got all the things my character cares about. Dr. Hobnoll is as doctor as he can get. The only thing that would help me now is maybe a spotlight, but there's no way I earn spotlight over Maddie or Chesh or Jordan or Craig. It's just not going to happen. I don't shove my face in front of everything enough. Whee! Let's see what else we got. What else is bullshitty enough?
What were you saying?
Thinking about our Cyberpunk game. Have we had any feedback in the last couple?
No.
Okay, I just wondered
I mean,
because
that's better than bad feedback.
That's normal.
Yeah.
And that's so after the first feedback, when I got negative feedback on the first one, that's why it really like stood out to me, is because we're not a big enough channel to get feedback. So for us to get feedback like from more than one source was so weird, and I loved it. Chat, people who are definitely watching us live right now, all 5 of you, which is definitely not all of my players here, and anybody watching recorded afterwards, give us some feedback. I love it. You can hit us up here. You can hit us up on the Discord. You can do like the one guy did, and you can look me up on Blue Sky and then use that to look up my furry porn account and then message me there. I don't care. Get me a message any way, shape, or form.
Well, we can't argue though with just under 140 subscribers. We're breaking 100 viewers over live and over 260 views.
We're doing good, guys. I'm happy with where we're at right now. I really am. I would love to grow the channel. I'd love to get some more things going. I think once Megan and I get moved and we're a little more settled and we can put a little more effort into getting things set up, I'm probably going to collect a whole bunch of mini PCs and have extra streaming posts everywhere, and we'll be
It's
able to
going
do
to
a
be
lot
so
more.
hard for you to get mini PCs.
Well, and it will also be nice because we have a ton. I showed these on Sunday, but we have a ton of these solo TTRPGs, and I'd love to actually like play through a couple of them on the channel, even though that's kind of not my shtick. That's more
Well,
Steve's.
I have a thing I want to do. We said we were going to do something for Extra Life this last year, and we ended up not. I had an idea, and it's going to involve finding the right players. I want to stream for Extra Life a game of Twilight Imperium
You can count me out.
with chat getting to influence it.
You can count Ash and I out because I know Ash is not gonna watch.
Oh, Ash was out is like before you were.
Yeah.
So Twilight Imperium, a short game of Twilight Imperium lasts about 8 hours.
No, thank you.
It is space risk, and it has a lot of moving parts. The base game has like 400 miniatures, little plastic chips and things. I have never gotten to play. I was gifted a copy from the game store, and I've never got to play. And the reason I've never got to play is it's best played with 4+ players with an emphasis on the plus. And I don't know that many people that would like to like sit and play a game. Mike is the only person I can think of that would like actually sit and have like an all-day game like that.
You could probably get Ian involved.
Maybe Ian, yeah.
Ian said he would play with you
Yeah.
and Mike. Now, if you really want to do this, I will find you players. You might be able to get Matt to play. I might be able to get Matt to play.
The big thing is, if we're going to do this, that means about 1 or 2 months beforehand, we need to get a few games going, and we need to get our group of players, and we need to confirm that everybody enjoys the game and can commit to doing a game and can commit to an Extra Life stream and can handle it with chat futzing with the game.
Now, sorry, you might not be able to get it on Extra Life, but if you were down to do it during like the month of,
Yeah.
I could curate you a group of players that I know you would enjoy playing.
Yeah, I definitely think that would be a fun one to do to actually set that up. I've got the first edition of the game. That's the reason I was gifted copies. The second edition came out, and the store had a first edition copy and a first edition copy of the expansion. And like, we can't sell this now. Here you go.
Wait, first edition?
No, it's second edition.
Is mine second?
Yeah, it's a second
I was going to say,
edition.
because
and
when you
third
look it up
edition is
online
coming
for
out.
Game Link, it says 4th edition.
Yeah. No, I have, maybe I have second or third. I have
second or
the
third.
previous edition. So, yeah, I'm 1 edition old. So, I would love to get set up to do that as like an extra thing where we stream and people can donate to affect the game.
You have 3rd edition.
I had third edition. That's what I have right now. I mean, I could go look at the box.
I mean, I have it in my app. 'Cause I'm a crazy
Yeah,
person.
3rd edition's from 2005. 4th edition is 2017.
Yeah, I have third edition.
Yeah, we have third edition. Just off the top of my head, people that would probably do this is Mike and Ian, Chris, and possibly Matt. So that'd be an interesting group.
Yeah, I think it would be a fun just get some cameras set up, get a stream going. Something like this where we're just doing a BS chat, having a good time, playing a game, and play that, super long form, this is going to take forever game.
I'm really
'Cause my
curious
other
how you
thought-
would handle streaming that board, though. It is not small.
Oh God, we would have to have a camera we could move around. We would have to have a camera we could move around. I would almost say put a camera on a boom arm that's hanging above the table that we can just spin around where we want. Because that's not hard to do. We might have to look at something like that.
You got that room. You'll have time to figure it out.
Why are you in Cyberpunk chat? Even.
Because I clicked on accident.
I've done
I
that
was like,
before.
what is he doing? Yeah, I would still like to do our. I think it's Cascadia. Is that the one?
Cascadia had one.
We have 2 games that have like a campaign.
Oh, we got more than that.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of games that have like a mini campaign in them that we could do. Cascadia is one.
I just
And
think
also,
something
I have
like
the Lords of Waterdeep still.
Yeah, we got Lords of Waterdeep.
That's about 2 hours.
Cascadia. We can get Ash to play because it's animals.
I love animals.
Boardgames, I'm out. I'm out unless we come up with a robotic arm somehow.
So
I haven't gotten
there
into
are
robotics
some board
yet. I can't help
games.
you.
Yeah, there are some board games that are like board only. They're like board and dice, and we can get you in on one of those because you could watch the board on stream and roll dice through a dice roller. Unfortunately, any ones that have like a hand of cards or something, you're kind of SOL there.
Yeah.
Except for something like Mice and Mystics, we could do Mice and Mystics with you because it's co-op, so it doesn't matter if we see your hand.
Dice roller engaged.
Dice roller engaged. Roll your dice. Okay, now let's convert that into Mice and Mystics because Mice and Mystics is 1 die that counts as 3 dice. Because everybody loves super ridiculous proprietary dice. Although the dice for Mice and Mystics will work for Mouse Guard.
I mean, it also
Because-
worked for zombie dice.
Because one of the 3 proprietary systems on the Mice and Mystics dice corresponds with the proprietary system for Mouse Guard.
I really
works.
need to get. I started the project, but I don't think I finished it. I was trying to get a library set up in a phone app of all of our role-playing games, and I think I started but didn't finish, or maybe we got
Yeah.
more shit and I didn't add it because I was trying a bunch of different apps.
There's really good apps for keeping track of board games. There just is not much for keeping track of TTRPGs because every TTRPG has its own little tracker thing, and it's like, no, that's not what we want. We want to keep track of all of the ones we have.
For newer ones, it's not as bad because every TTRPG book has an ISBN number.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that means that most of the I can't track the GM screens and stuff, or starter sets. According to what I have scanned into the bookshelf app, we have 135 role-playing game books. That's not systems, that's just books. It doesn't sound like a lot.
It doesn't sound like enough. We need more. Let me look what else we need. Let's see what else we need. This is TTRPG. What do we got? What do we got? What systems we need? Oh, look at all these systems I don't have. Oh man, look at all these systems I don't have.
We probably have half of those in PDF form. That's the other thing, I want to track our PDFs. Because we have a bunch of stuff in PDF that we don't have in physical. But yeah.
The Game Master's Book of Astonishing Random Tables. 300 plus unique role tables to enhance your world building, storytelling, locations, magic, and more. Let's see. What is in there? Oh, good. They do have a preview. Let's see. Building a pantheon, defining magic, building a planet, building a realm, forms of government. We don't like government. Government sucks. Ugh. No, 300 plus tables, but it's way too much text for a table book. Ooh, the Ultimate RPG Campfire card deck. This actually looks really good and might be something for the arrow questions that we want to start the games with. Oh yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna add that to my list.
Uh-oh.
The list. have a. Where's my list? Oh, that list.
I see Emmerich.
He's just shifting into a worse position.
Oh, quick,
Maybe
can't feed them
better.
still.
Add. Bam, added to my list. Okay, got that added to my list. What else do we have here? Booms and bangs, stud belt, werewolf,
I'm gonna mute for a minute because I gotta feed those cats.
werewolf the apocalypse,
It's okay, you'll
RPG,
see him in a second.
Dark Souls RPG, because that's what we need is a Dark Souls game.
I mean, they have a Dark Souls RPG or a TTRPG and a board game. Neither of which did I back.
Game Master's Box of Ultimate Adventure. Thousands of unforgettable maps, tables, story hooks, NPCs, traps, puzzles, and
There he
dungeon
goes.
chambers.
I'm free.
That's actually
You can move now, Ash.
I can.
$65 for 3 hardback, fairly thick. That's actually not a bad. Let's list that one too. Let's add that one to the list.
I love that he's putting it in his list. Although I haven't shared my list with him. We just need to have one list.
I mean, I could share my list with you.
I have your list.
My TTRPG list.
Yes. I have that and your bicycle list and your boat list.
I have a boat list, guys, because I have a boat. I gotta use my boat.
We have one of those already, so we wouldn't want the box set then.
They come in a box and they're a set.
Okay.
Look at all this fun stuff. Hey, look, Free League.
We own most of them.
I don't own 10 of each.
There's actually a couple from Free League that we have not gotten, but I don't know that we would play the Lord of the Rings TTRPG.
There's a few Free League ones that I'm not as interested in.
I do want... Oh no, I did buy. I bought Morkborg, didn't I? Morkborg?
I don't know if you have that. I think we got more board.
I think I bought it. I think it came in a hardback, and I bought it finally. Oh. We need to wrap this up because I'm hungry.
It's wrap up time. My last thing that I randomly have to pull up because, you know, I have to see if they're back in stock. I might want to buy them. Nope. My Usyk dice are still out of stock. Damn it. They're pretty cheap. $3,270 for a set of dice. So I mean, pocket change for dice. I mean, that's common dice money.
You're fucking nuts.
They're made out of Usyk. For people that know, that's OOSIK. It is fossilized walrus boculum. Boculum is the bone that most mammals have in their penis to help keep it erect. So this is walrus dick bone dice.
I don't know that you can say any of that on YouTube.
You can. And you can buy a full set of it for $3,000.
Okay, it might not be whether you can, it's whether you should.
I mean, who doesn't want a full set of fossilized walrus dick bone dice?
I don't.
Why not? What's wrong with you?
I'm not paying $3,000 for dick dice.
But then the dice can dick you as dick dice.
He's not wrong.
Just don't try to say that 3 times fast, please.
It's kind of like Critical Role when they used to be like, "Don't fuck me, Gil." It'd be like, "Hey, don't fuck me," except it's actually a dice that was used for fucking at one point.
No. On that note, everybody, I'm gonna stop Steve from talking anymore. Because apparently the hunger
idea.
has gone to his brain.
Posting a picture of them in the memes channel, guys.
Oh no.
Go into Discord. Join the Discord to see walrus dickbone dice. As soon as I get to our memes channel. Where's our memes channel? There's our memes channel. Oh yeah, look at those beautiful, glorious walrus dick bone dice.
It's not even like an actual set. It's just a D20.
Well, no, that's just D20s. Like, you can buy it as a set. But anyways, guys, 7:55. We end here at 8, so we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Anybody have
wrapped up
any
before the dick.
announcements?
Nope.
Nope.
No, no announcements. We're all boring.
We're playing
Yeah.
a new system this weekend.
Yes.
Give me a minute and I'll be able to tell you what it is as somebody else talks while I look it up.
No.
Okay.
Kai, you're doing back into some programming, getting some stuff going. Going to have some games. Doing gaming
Soonish.
stuff again.
Currently in alpha.
Awesome.
Still. Now I've got to figure out how the hell you publish a game on Steam.
Nice.
That's going to be fun. And not really
I
fun.
am. Like I said, I'm back into writing. I want to get my 2 settings I've written actually properly documented out into book form. So I'm going crazy working on that. My art has stepped up a bit. I actually posted 2 things on Fur Affinity today. So if you're into furry art, you can find me there. I'm Tiny Terrible on that. If you don't like furry porn, don't go there because there's not enough brain bleach for it. So this is our first Wednesday hangout. Go for it, Jason.
I was just gonna say I've just been going crazy with that one game for the last little bit because I fall in the rabbit holes and I get stuck. That and trying to write out the stuff for my one game I'm running. So
Nice. Yeah, Farm Rules Replaced is definitely one of those like time sink games. You're like, oh, this will be easy and quick, and oh god. Like I'm having a problem with my sunflower code. It keeps an array of where all the sunflowers are and how many petals they have, and it collects them all in order as you have to with sunflowers. For some reason, it tries to collect 1 extra sunflower, and it crashes it. I don't know why.
There's an echo.
Yeah, there's
It's
an echo.
because I didn't think I would be this long.
Anyhow, aside from that, so Sunday will be our game, Cyberpunk Red. We'll be much more entertaining on that. We'll be doing our next quest. I would tell you what the things are, but I moved the book. I put the book away, guys. I didn't leave it here beside me where I usually do. So I'm sorry that I put things away. I will be a bad person and keep it out here where I can reach it. And yeah.
So we're going to be playing a game called The Questing Beast, which is Arthurian fantasy. Should be interesting.
So nice at Camelot.
Yes, and we're
Did
playing.
Todd go to you?
Yeah. He thought I had food.
No, the food's in here and Emmy's not eating it.
He's by your door mewing.
Yeah, because there's a whole bowl of food here that Emma licked all the juice out of and left all the food in.
There's cats.
We're playing in the first session, and we're going to be playing Knight, and then we're playing in the last session, and we're going to be playing Bards.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I will definitely try really hard not to turn it into Monty Python. But with that, guys, it is basically close it out time. Thank you, everybody who joined us, which was like 1 or 2 people. Borderporia, I know you were here. We certainly appreciate it. We will be continuing this on our Wednesdays. We'll try to get more entertaining, more things going on. I think we're probably going to keep using this overlay, although modified, and I think the center square will end up being some sort of a video game or something that is a little more entertaining to watch. Sunday we'll be doing our game, and we look forward to seeing you there. Otherwise, guys, play some more games, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.